Yeah, check 1 2, check 1 2. Is this mic on? Is this mic on? Hey, listen, man, it's the one and only trendsetter DJ Sense, and you're listening to CockTales, dirty discussions with Kiki and Medinah, Monroe. Yeah.
Today's cocktail is called the Almost. The ingredients you need to make this: you need 1.5 ounces of tequila, because we're still hopeful that we're going to get there. 0.5 ounces of elderflower liqueur, 1 ounce of fresh lime juice, a 1/2 ounce of agave syrup, a splash of sparkling water, and optional, a little dash of chili tincture if you want a little drama in the drink. So here's how you're going to make it. You're going to shake your tequila, your elderflower, your lime, and your agave with ice. Strain that into a coupe glass and top it off with your sparkling water. You can garnish the cup with a half sugared rim and a little lime wheel if you'd like. But that is the Almost. Refreshing.
Sounds like it. I'm gonna have to try that tonight. Welcome back to CockTales Dirty Discussions, you guys. I'm Kiki Said So.
Hey y'all, I am Medinah, Monroe.
And I want to remind you guys before we get into anything to make sure that you stay tuned to the end of the episode, because we do have a few announcements. There's some stuff I know I forgot to mention last week. So make sure you listen to the end to find out everything we have going on and coming up.
And you guys, this week, we are super excited. We do have a guest, and this episode is all about sex. Shocker, right? We've been doing cocktails, and me and Kiki have not had cocktails in a long time. We're going to be talking about lying about orgasming, not orgasming. Y'all, this week, we're just talking about the orgasm gap, and we have my girl, Bryanna Gená, in the house, and I can't wait to get into it. Hey, girl.
Hello.
How you doing?
Amazing. I am so happy to be here.
Happy to have you.
Now, I'm really excited that we have a professional on this week. You are a
That is me.
RN.
I am RN, yes.
Certified sex and relationship coach. Board certified sexologist.
Ooh.
Come on,
I
board.
sound great.
You sound
like you
rich.
actually have credentials.
Okay.
You are a registered nurse dedicated to restoring relational health in the Black community. You integrate relational science, cultural awareness, and clinical insight and spiritual discernment to help individuals and couples navigate love, intimacy, and connection with clarity and intention. Listen, we need it right now.
Okay.
That's what we need most. There's a lot of
yes.
Girl, there's a lot of division with the men and the women.
A wide division.
And I don't really know. I feel like the women, there's this division, and the women are just kind of like, I'm fine with it. At this point, we're able to do everything on our own.
They're just like, all right, this is just what it is. Fine.
And
we will be here to the end of time by ourselves. And I don't want that for them.
I actually don't either. I've been saying this all the time. I don't want to decenter men. You're making me have to.
I have no choice.
I have no choice
but to decenter you, because while you're in the center, you're doing too much.
And you're not being honest. And we're giving y'all the opportunities to just be like, hey.
Yeah.
And now I can't even orgasm.
Well, that's the tale as old as time.
Okay.
So before we dive into your business, Bryanna, we are going to play a game that Kiki and I created. It's called I'm Curious to Know.
Okay.
If you guys would like to order it, please go to I'mCuriousToKnow.com and order your deck right now, because you need it. I'm telling you, you do. Kiki, you want to go first?
Sure. Okay. So I'm curious to know, do you believe in living together before marriage?
Ooh.
Your eyes got big on that one.
No, not anymore.
Why not?
Sound like me.
I done that. I've been there. I feel like the things that I need to see and pick up on a person, I can go visit, spend a night, and go home. Like, I don't have to be there all day, every day. And I've lived with a couple men, and I'm not gonna say how many.
That part's like,
because I was a traveling nurse, so it kind of inadvertently happened that way. Like, oh, just leave your stuff here, and now I'm living with someone. I'm
We
like,
listen
damn.
and we don't judge. You don't gotta explain yourself. The people listening living with niggas too.
Yeah, but I feel like at this point I have my own house, and I want to keep it that way until I get married. Like, that's it. I don't need to. I could spend a night for a week and go home. I can see what I need to see.
At this point, when I get married, I don't even know if I want my husband to live with me.
No,
Just stay in your house, and I'll stay in like Gwyneth Paltrow and her husband. We can still have access, but you need to stay over there.
What about separate bedrooms?
He could come in the house. He can still come in. But when you start acting up and stuff and talking about what I need to do, go home, Roger.
Not that everybody's relationship is the same, but let me tell y'all something. I have a great uncle. Well, he's passed away. Him and his wife were married for a very long time until he passed.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And he died in like his 80s, I want to say. And I still don't know when he was born because he was one of those making up ages.
Okay.
Anyway, he lived in Vegas
Mhm.
and she lived in New York. And they would just spend time in each other's homes. And then when he retired, he was a psychiatrist. When he retired, he moved to New York, but he didn't last much long after that.
I think that's the key to success,
Yeah.
space.
Space. It's important. And especially if you can travel to each other and it's not like you totally live different lives, but you have your
Yeah.
space.
Yeah.
You love New York. I love Vegas.
You
We
don't
can
like
make-
doing the dishes. I want the dishes done.
Mhm.
Go to your place where you don't do dishes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But over
I
here
don't
in
want
this
a yard.
home,
I
You don't
understand.
care. You
the
like
dog
pigeons.
can't sleep in the bed at your house. Well, in this house, she can.
Oh.
Mhm. I let the dog sleep on my
Okay.
bed. But
I'm not judging. I'm not judging. I feel like that I can understand why that works
Mhm.
because it keeps a level of newness, a little bit of like curiosity, a little bit of like unknown, where it keeps it, I think, spicy a little bit.
I
and
think.
you can self-regulate. When you know you got an attitude, you can go home.
Yeah, this is the
Before it
period
turns into
house.
a
This is the
fight.
period house. I
Mhm,
need
yeah.
to be away from all
Okay.
y'all.
Mhm. I'm over here eating ice cream with no judgment.
Yeah.
And watching Lifetime.
You
And then
get.
you're able to miss them. Like, you know
Mhm.
what? I can use some masculine energy right now. Babe, you want to come over?
You come over here.
I think
Yeah.
sometimes that whole I miss you thing gets missed with people. And it's like you love somebody, you care about them so much, you like to be all up under them. Some
I
of
wanna
y'all want to
miss
be in
you.
their skin.
I need to miss
but
you.
you
I need to
forget
miss
how
you.
good it feels when you miss somebody and then you see each other.
And then you
again.
reconnect. Yeah.
And a lot of times people have this need to live together because someone needs help with the bills or the men want someone to do all the work. And let's see how we thrive alone.
Okay.
Or because you feel like you have to do that. That's the natural progression.
Yeah.
Just stop listening
I-
to folks. What works for you?
What works for you?
Right.
Okay. This is going to be a fun episode. I can tell already. I'm curious to know, Bryanna,
Mhm.
what's your favorite part of sex?
Oh. Oh. I would
Mm.
say, I don't know if this is included in that, but I would say the anticipation of it, the buildup, the subtleness, I don't know if it's really gonna happen, but I kind of want it to happen. Like, I feel like once you're in a relationship and it's like guaranteed, it's like there's no excitement. It's like, all right, we're about to have sex now. I feel like that little bit of anticipation, it gets
Mhm.
the juices flowing. So for me, it's the yearning and the wanting it.
It does feel good when you do meet somebody and like there's that sexual tension of like,
Mhm.
I would like to hop on your dick
Right
tonight.
now.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
he feels it and you feel it.
Mhm.
Oh, it feels so good.
But I want that in my relationship too. Like, so my next relationship has to be, we have to communicate. He has to know, like, baby, we're going to be role playing. We're going to be doing some things. This is exactly how I like the buildup. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to leave like any guessing. I
But
want
see,
it
back to the
feel-
space thing, I think to keep that in a relationship, I think there has to be a radical amount of space that most
Mhm.
people might be uncomfortable with.
What's radical?
Yeah.
Like-
that was an interesting word to use. Radical.
Right.
I know, but I say that because
But
I think
I wonder if
I
your
felt it,
radical is
though.
my normal. Because I know how different we are.
yeah, no,
What
I
is
think
it?
that we just, and for it to happen with me, I just have to be really busy and you be really busy. And then we have to
Now,
actually
that's
schedule
good.
time.
That's good. when you
even
have
if
two
we're in a
separate lives.
relationship. Yeah, like
absolutely.
I'm talking about like maybe 4 or 5 days go by and we haven't touched or kissed each other. We still talk, but
Yeah.
like we haven't been able to touch on each other.
I'm okay with that.
I'm
kinda like
That's
that.
why I was wondering what the radical
That's
was. At
radical.
first, I was
Radical.
like 4 to 5 weeks, and she said days, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, were you thinking weeks?
Yeah, because I thought that was a radical amount of
Would you
time.
want-
Like,
But I'm
I
saying
wouldn't
you
want
don't
weeks.
see
I
each
wouldn't want
other.
weeks.
I'm
Okay.
saying you don't see each other.
Yeah.
No, I get it.
Okay, yeah.
So I was thinking 4 to 5 weeks is radical,
Gotcha.
but then you said days, and I was like, oh, 4 to 5 days is a lot.
That's a lot if you're
But
like
it's not-
exclusively dating or in a relationship with
But
somebody.
I wouldn't call it
Yeah.
radical. That's why I was wondering.
in
your
my
top-
world,
I
that's
kinda
radical.
like that word
Yeah.
at this point. Radical might be in my vocabulary. At this
Yeah.
point.
Mhm.
I say radical because with a lot of people, if you say that, I think to the average person, they would be like, well, it's been 5 days. And it's like, yeah, and it's about to be 7. So
21.
we can have a little space and really, savor these moments because they get so
Savor.
old so quick.
It does. It's like I hate to say it, but it's like a time clock that starts once you live together, and it's like
Putting the bonnet on. Now
Everything-
you're not even cute. A nigga posted a
everything's
picture of his girl in a
familiar
diaper
now.
today. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh my
Why
God.
did he do that?
Why did he do that? She had the period diaper
I was
on.
about to say, I know it was a period diaper. She already upset.
oh,
Because I be having my period. That's a good hack, you guys. If you have a heavy flow, y'all might want to get them nighttime always
I
diapers.
tried. They don't fit me.
I am not doing the diaper. No shade to anybody who has to do that. My sister swears by the diaper. She don't even sometimes need it. And she's just like, well, it's comfortable. I'm like,
You know what else I
It
started
has a
doing?
cushion. I see. Like
I
a
like
little.
take that that diaper off.
Well, when you go through enough sheets and you have a very heavy flow,
Yes.
sometimes it's like you need that.
Well,
Absolutely.
and I probably do need it, but
you still don't. I
I've destroyed
get it
many
because it is an adjustment. My homegirl Megan put me on to the diapers. I like and I like them for the airport too.
You know, I started to
Really?
buy one of those.
I'm getting old.
One of those sex blankets that absorb.
I have one.
we have one.
And I use it for
need
that.
for my period. Yes,
But I will say they're hot.
I know, and
So it's better in the winter than it is in the summer.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. I've got another one.
Okay.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how nasty are you?
Ooh. I need a measurement. Like, what would 10 be?
What's 10 to you?
Oh. I would say, I don't know, because a 10 could be
10
to me is
is
extreme.
really.
If I'm thinking on a scale of 1 to 10 of how nasty, I would say 10 is something that is extreme. Like maybe you are deep into BDSM and you like to
That's
get
where
your
my mind
back
went.
with hooks.
That's
and
where my-
things
but
in.
I
Like
would
that
say
thing.
That's not
nasty or-
nasty to me. To
Okay.
me, nasty is like day one sex. You're letting them get in your booty.
That's pretty nasty too. But I wouldn't
Spitting
put
in
that
mouth.
at a 10. I would put it at an 8. Spit in the mouth.
Spit in the mouth.
I put it at 8 too.
I've done, okay, yeah.
A 9 is doing that with other people too. Like
Doing
a group
what?
activity.
Okay, okay, all right, gotcha.
Any of the booty and spit.
With other people, okay. Groups?
That's
Like
groups
groups of people. Okay.
of nasty is 9. Now groups of vanilla sex is like a 6, 7.
Okay, I would. Damn, am I just a
But
5?
this is my scale.
I'm a.
vanilla is 5.
I'm about to say.
Okay.
I'm about to. It depends on who I'm with. I can be a 10, but everybody doesn't get the 10. I've
I
been
think-
a 10, but an average, I'm a 7.
Yeah,
'Cause-
I'm a 5.5, 6 because certain people bring out certain things in you, and yeah, it's just certain things I can't do with just anybody at this point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I want someone to come in and unleash some stuff with.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of pent up
aggression.
stuff going on, and I'm
Yeah.
like, whoever's next,
about to get
Hey,
a time.
you better saddle up, baby, because it's gonna be a ride. I'm telling you.
Ooh, okay. Here, is this my last one? This is 3? I think so.
No.
Oh no. Okay.
Mm-mm.
I'm curious to know, would you be offended if your sex partner masturbated after y'all finished having sex because they didn't come?
I wouldn't be offended, but I'm like, okay, well, what do you need? Because
Mhm.
we can finish this off. Like, tell me what you need. And why did we stop? Because I know, did I come? I don't think I would have came. Like, what was the reason that we stopped? So yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to take care of him
Okay.
for sure.
That's
You don't have to sit there. It's like, okay, what do you want to do next?
yeah.
How do you want to?
Sex is such an interesting thing because it is like, why is it so hard to communicate during sex when it's maybe an issue? And I've even been in that where it's like, okay, let's just stop talking about it.
I think it's like overthinking because sex is such a taboo thing so often that it's like you're wondering, if I say this, will he think this? And you start to over analyze how you feel and how you can make sure to relay your message without feeling the extra judgment, and you thinking about the stuff that maybe you heard him say about other people, or just knowing what the general thought is about a woman who wants XYZ or a woman who is vocal about her sex life. And it's like you're fearful. It's just all the feelings. That's what I think it comes down to. So then it makes you nervous. It's like, well, I don't want to say this because he's gonna think this, and that's not true. How do I say it to make him get it? It's just like, I don't even want to say it anymore.
I feel like, and even more so, I mean, that's true also, but people don't want to hurt people's feelings.
That too.
Like, they don't want to say, I'm not satisfied with this. I mean, one, we have to learn how to communicate and wrap it in love before you just say, that dick is whack. Like, you can't, can I say that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You have to be able to communicate it in a respectful, loving way. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people will sit there and suffer in silence having poor sex. And it's just like, okay, well, I can't say anything because I don't want to hurt them.
And that's almost worse than just
absolutely.
finding out how to gently say, this is what I need. It doesn't even have to be like, this is whack. This is what I need.
Exactly. There's ways to communicate what we need without just completely annihilating someone.
Yeah.
But it's interesting also that we can have sex with people that we can't communicate sex about.
And
Isn't that funny?
Isn't that
Isn't that funny?
It
But it's
doesn't make
very
any
How
sense.
silly are we?
And then we're
Silly
retarded.
rabbit.
And then sometimes we can have really great sex without ever having to communicate anything, and it be hidden.
It's all nonverbal.
What is that about?
I feel like it's nothing but the devil. Somebody done put a spell on you, and it's just
Ain't
I
nothing
don't know.
good
It's
about
a
it.
sex demon. It's an incubus. Something is not right
Incubus.
here.
I know that's
Somebody
right.
done came and got me, and I don't know how this happened. Because why do you get it?
Why do you know that? Because now I'm looking at you like, damn, where you been? What you been up to?
And please go back into the rivers and the lakes that you crawled out of. Please leave me alone.
Yeah, I'm not one of those people that will get upset. Like, say for instance, you know, me and my partner, and it's our first time having sex, and it's not amazing. I'm not a person that gets scared. Yeah, I won't be like, oh my God, that was terrible, and now I'm ready to just like leave him. No, I know how to communicate. At this point in my profession, I know how to communicate. We gonna work this out.
We gonna work this out,
especially
if the foundation is good.
I think it's only like a ill if you do go ahead and speak up and they are very anti-listening to you.
Absolutely.
Like they just think
they think they know everything or they shut everything down. Then it's like, oh, you'll never be open. Probably I can't work with this.
Yeah, no,
because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Like I'm more mature than that, and it's like you learn little things that you can say. But if I say something on that first time because it really wasn't it, and you still ignore me or say something where it's like I know you won't listen, it's just like, oh no, we can wrap this.
But
shit
it is annoying when we were talking about that anticipation, and you are like, oh, I can't wait, pussy throbbing, and y'all really you want each other, and then the day does come and you do it, and it's like mid, and you are like,
it's okay. You have to.
It's only okay if
you have to go roll back your memories to the fun
and
stuff.
it's only okay if there are other things that you really do. Like if it can ruin it.
Yeah,
it can't be I just met you today.
No,
that doesn't happen. No, because then it's easy to be like, okay, next.
Yes, it's only applicable if it's like you guys have a rapport, you're together, you actually found other qualities that you like about the person. It's like, okay, we can fix this.
Yeah.
Now, if it's just like, I can't say that. No, I was gonna say if it's just absolutely awful, but it's still, I think if it's a good foundation in other areas, a little communication can help.
If our rhythm can't get on in that first time, I'm not gonna lie, you're just not my person. Have you ever had like it's very rare that I have bad sex because I don't allow that to happen. I think I'm pretty much like I can get with what you got going on. If you're shy, I can meet you where you at and we can get there. But like if our rhythm can't just like get in a cadence, I'm just done. I won't even get wet. It's like,
that's fair.
We should just stop. I'll be like, I got a headache.
Have you ever just stopped? Like,
I have, because he took his shirt off and he had titties. He had titties and I wasn't expecting the titties. Remember I talked about this. He had titties and I wasn't expecting titties. He looked in shape and then he took it. It was like, you're eating too much estrogen.
A little gynemastia. What is it called? Gynemastia?
I don't know, but I couldn't do it.
He needs to call the 1-800 number.
He need to call somebody. It's time for a physical and you need to be on some vitamin D and some something.
Surgery.
Yeah, we just stopped. It was just a halt.
I've had okay.
Sex is an interesting thing. You got any more?
Yeah, I have one more, but I do have a quick question while we talk about the man titties. Do you happen to know, since you do have actual credentials, when the men have too much estrogen, right? And they do what they be saying, mesothelioma something. They be which one is that?
That's what mesothelioma is?
You talking for the boob?
Yeah.
No, gynemastia.
Okay, when they got that stuff. Right. And then they go to the doctor and the doctor is like, okay, we have to give you a breast reduction. I don't know what they call it. Forgive me. I'm not trying to be funny with this. I don't know what it is, but you got to make your titties little. Funny. And you're a man, so you can, maybe y'all don't call it that because I can see why y'all would not want to call that. No, but y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm really curious. I'm trying to help some of y'all out from a conversation I had this weekend.
Because y'all don't go to the doctor, you need to send this to somebody.
Do they have the scars like the trans men do when they have the top surgery? I'm just wondering, or is it more like a breast reduction surgery where they have that line that goes up?
They haven't elevated the surgery yet, like with breast implants. I don't even have a scar.
Well, no implants. They're getting a reduction. So they go and they, when like a woman gets that breast reduction, a lot of times they have the line from the nipple down. And then when trans men have the top surgery to get rid of their boobs, a lot of times they have it underneath. It's like a long line because they cut all that off and they got to cut the skin. It ain't the same as the
I feel like it depends on the severity. I want to say sometimes could you get, I think you can get lipo if it's not as severe.
But at the moment, you got titties.
Yeah.
So don't you think it's severe?
It's
for
fat.
a man.
It's just fat.
Yeah. Then you have that
we would need to ask the surgeon to get an answer for that.
Yeah. I feel like it depends on the severity. But
like
a lot
maybe
of
if you had a little one like me, you could get away with lipo. Yeah, because
it's not that big. Well, I don't know how big your guy was. But a lot of times it's not that big to need like a whole move your areola. Like I'm not an expert at this, but I'm assuming if it's just a little bit of extra tissue, which I've seen a few personally, and I think you can just get some lipo.
Okay, but if you already a big guy Probably not, huh?
I don't know.
I asked this
You might need
because
to lose some weight first, yeah.
somebody was wondering about somebody that they slept with. They were
Mhm.
like, I don't know. I was like, well, he could have been a man who just had extra breast tissue for whatever reason, and he got it removed. And
She thought it was a trans person.
And
Now,
she was like, I think I
see-
accidentally, and I don't know. And I
that
was
would
like,
have been
well,
a question to
That
ask.
would. I'm
Hey,
talking about in the middle of.
but it was it's an old situation. She's not going back, and she'll never know. So it's just like, I just wonder. I think I did
should
one
DM
time, but
him.
I'm not sure. And I was like, I gotta ask somebody. And you, the first person I've seen that might have an answer. So
I would have to ask. I
would want to know too.
I need to know. When I feel like you're on the spectrum, I ask.
Because I feel like, so like, for your example with...
All right. What you say, Medina?
This
Do you watch
happened with
Love on the
somebody that
Spectrum?
I know. Everybody knows, and we went on a date, and there was some things happening, and I wasn't joking. I don't.
Okay, do it with me right now. Okay, so do you like your food?
Well, it was after the date, and we had gone to his house, and there was several things that had happened to make. I wasn't just being funny. There were some
Do you
things.
want to watch this documentary on airplanes and trains?
That's not what happened, but I don't remember what happened. But how I said it was, I was like, I want to ask you a question, and it could be uncomfortable.
Oh, that's a nice...
Because I'm already letting you know, like, this is probably gonna.
Yeah, that was sweet.
And I said, "Have you?"
I'm sorry, I'm just imagining you saying this, and
I
I'm
wasn't
being serious.
I wasn't laughing like this, like I really wasn't. But I said, "Are you on the spectrum?"
What was the response?
He said, "I
hope he
can't believe
said
you
yes.
just asked me that." And I said, "Don't be offended. People have asked me before too."
No.
And I think I am on the spectrum. That's how I always lighten it up. I think I am on the spectrum on a very low scale. Yeah. Hey, twin. And he was just like, "Do you want something to drink?" And I was like,
He didn't answer.
he didn't. I don't think he
He was
knows. I
offended?
think that a lot of people don't know they are on the
Oh,
spectrum.
that is
yeah.
that's a fact.
It's
Yeah.
a lot of underdiagnosis. of that,
Yeah. And he texted me. He was like, "I can't believe you asked me." I said, "I still want an answer."
And
We're not
what-
talking no more.
Needless to say.
Yeah, but I hope that stuck with him.
Oh,
It's not a bad thing. It's just it would make a lot of things make sense with how your behavior is.
interesting. I mean, I agree, but
It
that's a
would.
hard pill to like. That means someone is picking up on things that you're doing. It's like, oh, I can't hide it anymore.
Mhm.
If he was trying to hide it.
You need to take the test. And so do I. It's not like I'm saying I don't either. I need to take the test.
I think all of us has. I mean, we might all be at this point.
Well, I've
just
taken a lot of
smidgen.
tests, none official, but I'm like, yeah.
Have y'all taken the sabotory test?
What's
It's
that?
What's that?
I'll send it to you before we all leave. It's a therapist sent it to me at a panel I was on this weekend, and it's a test that tells you how much you sabotage your own life.
Oh, absolutely.
would like
not,
that.
But I know I probably got the highest score because
It scores you in different areas.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna send it to y'all.
Please.
Yeah,
That's
I'll
pretty
take
good.
it, and maybe
I might need to
next
sip
week.
something before I do that one because.
No, I need to take it after my coffee so I can remember everything.
Okay, y'all. I'm ready to
This is-
dive into sex. So we're gonna be done with I'm Curious to Know and get to
Okay.
weird sex.
Weird sex.
Then we'll get to these topics.
Okay.
Well, hold on, let me put my cards up.
Oh, did you have another one?
I did, but it's all right.
Okay, because weird
Okay.
sex that turned into, Curious Not turned into an hour-long gang. We could do it all day.
You said a man is not a necessity, a man is a luxury.
Like dessert. Yeah. Man is absolutely not a necessity.
Did you mean that to sound mean and bitter?
Oh, not at all. I adore dessert. I love men. I think men are the coolest. But you don't really need them to live.
Okay, so this week for weird sex, I actually want to tell you guys of a great way to meet people. Last week we talked about maybe being open to open relationships or just different versions of non-monogamy. And we had a listener write in and she wanted advice about talking to her man because she wants to go to a sex club, right? If you didn't listen to that episode, pause this one, go back, watch or listen to the last one, and then come back. But she is curious about these things and she was wondering if she should talk to him again or not. Now, last week we said maybe don't talk because he sounded very anti this idea, but something I didn't consider is that there are apps that can kind of help with this. And so maybe if she can make the situation less intimidating and to maybe make him feel less alone, because sometimes I think that we have these curiosities in our lives, especially in our sex lives, about things you want to try. But because of judgment and fear and all of these other feelings that we have, we don't do it. An easy way to do this, especially if you're already partnered, but it's okay if you're not, you can download the Field app. That's LD. And the Field app is great for couples, it's great for singles, and they really foster a community there. But you sign up on the app and it's a great way to meet others. Maybe you're looking for a third, or you want a poly relationship, or you just want to find other people who are ethically non-monogamous like yourself, just to be friends with or associate with or find out about different events, different hangouts. There's so many different things that you can do with the Field app. So I want you guys to make sure that you are talking to your partners about what you want. And maybe if they're not as open to you about things, you can find different websites and apps like Field to show them like, hey, there's a lot of people in our area who are into this. They have different ways to communicate with different people and join different groups within the app. And it's a really cool app. We've talked about it over the years here and there, but I highly encourage you guys to sign up. They have a lot of different features. Again, the app is Field, FEELD. There's no pretending on the app. People are very open and honest, and privacy is important. So I think you guys should check it out. Download the app today. It's available in the App Store or in the Google Play Store. And now we'll get back to the show.
Okay, Miss Bryanna. So, what do you believe are some or one of the biggest lies women were told about orgasms growing up? If you were even told about if I'm being honest, I didn't know what an orgasm was until I was sneaking and watching Sex and the City. And still to feel it, I didn't feel it until I was well into adulthood.
For sure. I don't think that's conversations we have when we're younger. You know, that's not even part of our, I mean, I don't even remember if that's part of our sex educational curriculum.
I didn't learn about it that way. I learned about it in a magazine.
Okay. And porn. A lot of us have originally learned about sex through porn and conversations with our friends.
And that's a horrible way to learn.
Horrific way. But I would say one of the biggest myths is that in order for it to count, it has to be from penetration.
Yeah.
Really?
That is one of the biggest myths that has been passed down for
that's a myth.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be from penetration, because I can't orgasm from penetration.
Right. That's a myth. Like, so we have kind of centralized the orgasm with penetration, that anything outside of that seems to be abnormal.
I know a man said this.
Right. Oh no, it was I think it was Dr. Sims. Was it Dr. Sims? I think I'm mixing up doctors, but back in the day, long time ago, he is the one who said that the vaginal orgasm was the goal. That is a mature woman. And if you can't, it's infantile. Anything outside of that, if you have to use clitoral stimulation, it's infantile. This was over a century ago. So this is a guy who put this out there in the atmosphere.
Right. Off with your head,
right.
Dr. Sims.
It's been out there for forever, and it's still indoctrinated in our minds and thinking that
you feel like something's wrong with you.
Absolutely. So now you're thinking like you're striving for the goal that it has to be from vaginal sex. It can't be from clitoral.
You're going to work on the dick.
Right. And so I think that narrative has played out for so long and is leaving women thinking that we're broken, something's wrong with us. Why can't I orgasm from penetration by itself? And it's kind of harmful.
But why can't some of us?
So there's various reasons, right? I think if we start understanding what actually happens, like what are the different types of orgasms, like how does that happen? I think it sets the stage of understanding, like, you know, you can troubleshoot, so to speak. So the thing is that vaginal orgasms and clitoral orgasms all originate from the same space. It's still clitoral. You're just accessing it from different points. So clitoral orgasms, obviously outside stimulation. Internal orgasms, you're stimulating your clitoral complex via the vaginal walls. So can I show you?
Please show us, because I'm really taking notes on this.
We brought a toy today.
Okay. Does it have a name?
Clitorina.
Clitorina.
Well, actually, she should be Vulvarina, because this is a vulva, technically.
Hey, V.
So basically, when you're having, so just for context, typically this is what people think of when they think of the clitoris.
Right.
Little tiny dap, do-do-do. But what a lot of people don't know is that all this behind is also part of the clitoris. So either you're stimulating it from the outside or you're stimulating it inside.
But how can you reach that?
So here's the thing. You see, so this yellow part right here is the vaginal canal. You see where it's resting on each side, right? So during arousal, for women, a lot of things happen that helps increase our probability to have orgasms. So the tissue
Can you
here,
hold it up so they can see?
Okay, let's just detach her so we can see, because this is the most important part. Okay, so this is called the clitoral complex. You have the clitoral head, the body, the legs of the clitoris, called the crura, and then the vestibular bulbs. So during arousal, all of this fills with blood and engorges and becomes sensitive, right? All this expands. So if it expands, it starts to press against the vaginal wall. So that is how you're stimulating the clitoris from the inside. The bigger and the more juicier and the more filled these are, the better you can access them through the vaginal wall.
So that has nothing to do with him, for real. That's just your body. Okay.
So yeah, we can't put all the blame on the man. We have to, but at the same time, we have to know how to advocate for ourselves and what we need. So average time for a woman to become aroused for penetration can be anywhere from 20 to 45 minutes.
Like before, so that needs to be foreplay.
Even,
that needs to be 20 to 40 minutes of foreplay.
Yes. Some way, shape, or form.
That's what I mean when I say y'all gotta warm the old Buicks up.
You can't cook anything in a cold oven.
And
so
if
I
you
need
do, it ain't gonna come out right.
Ain't nothing gonna happen. And I need people to start looking at this as an oven. You have to get her warm. You have to get her activated. Otherwise, you're going to be trying to have sex. All this is going to be deflated. Ain't nothing going on. Right. No.
Mine don't be dry. And it does feel good, but I can never, it's like the drink, the almost. It's like everything always feels like almost.
So I feel like if people, and this is one of the most important things, if you spend more time activating all of this wonderful goodness inside, getting everything nice and plump and juicy and ready to be stimulated, it helps to increase your probability. Now, of course, people love to focus on technique, but we have to start with the foundation of what sets the stage to have an orgasm. And it starts, with your brain. It starts mentally. It starts being...
Turn the TV off.
Right. Do I feel safe with this person? Are we emotionally attuned? All that stuff helps to switch that nervous system from sympathetic to the parasympathetic. The parasympathetic is what's in charge of that whole arousal, sex, chemicals, all that.
So would you
stuff.
say that? Because I like to give people actionable steps. Would you say that it would behoove people to maybe, like, before you even start the foreplay, sit down with each other and just look at each other? Like, in each other's eyes, like, to make, you know what I'm like, actually doing things like that, to be intentional about what we're about to do.
It don't even have to be looking in each other's eyes. Literally do things like back in the day before technology took over, where we're actually talking and bonding and connecting with each other.
But are you saying like a date? Because again, I'm really taking notes
seriously.
on this. I have connected with men. We go on the date. We have this beautiful moment. We do the foreplay. I'm not coming from no penetration. I'd be like, let me go ahead and get my toy.
Now, are these people like new people? Are they people that maybe you're in a relationship with?
It's all tried and true. All of those.
Yeah. So, I mean, it depends on the person. So, like, you have to figure out what sets the stage for you to be able to, one, get your mind in the mindset of sex. Do you feel comfortable? Do you feel safe? Do you feel like you're emotionally attuned with each other? So you have to figure out what that looks like. How do we nurture that part? Because a lot of people will sit there and be on their phones watching TV. But okay, let's have sex. Like, we haven't even... We're not even connecting right now. I haven't even talked to you in the
past 2 hours.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
We were watching a documentary and now you're trying to stick it in me.
Right.
Well, that's why I say that, looking in each other's eyes and just having that moment, because eye contact is a very intimate thing that people kind of don't acknowledge.
That's true. It helps to stimulate oxytocin release for staring each other's eyes. So I think that could be good if that's something that would help. And like if you sit each other, maybe like, what is it called? Not Indian style, but is it Indian
on
style?
each other, like where your legs are over him?
Yes. Like, and then you're on him and then have that moment and maybe you're having conversation and you're just in each other's space, feeling their energy, looking in each other's eyes. That definitely helps. I know that would turn me on, you know, but I feel like it starts with setting the stage. So you have to figure out what is your stage. How do you set that? So we can go from the emotional aspect, we can go to the mental aspect, we can go to the physical aspect, the physiological aspect. So it's a lot of different components that contributes to us being able to orgasm. And I think people like to only focus on technique. Like, oh, if you do this, you're going to come.
It's like people are looking for a formula and like something for sure that they can do, or like a pathway to get there. And I know for me, I've had very few vaginal orgasms, but I have had them.
Yeah.
And every time I have, it was a buildup. Like all the things that you're saying that are important, we did sit and just look at each other. But before we were sitting down to look at each other, we were on a date and we're hanging out. And it's just like, you look good, you smell good.
Absolutely.
I'm attracted to you and you're attracted to me. But we're somewhere where we can't do nothing, right? The most we can do is a little kiss or hold hands. And then it's like you sneak a moment on the elevator or in the Uber or wherever where you can. It's just like, oh, I want you right now. But we still have plans and you carry out those plans. I think a big thing that happens today that probably a lot of people will experience in a lot of different ways is feeling rushed. It's like because everything is so instant and everybody wants these things right now. And maybe you are strapped for time and we've been out, it's 3 a.m. I really got to wake up at 6 and catch this flight, but I want to have a good time. And it's like you're just trying to hurry up and get to the moment. And maybe you just need to slow down. And that moment might take a longer time to get to, but it'll be a way better moment. You'll get that orgasm, both of you, hopefully. Yeah. But for me, it's you can't rush it. Absolutely. Some things are going to take longer than others. It just depends. And like, don't rush it or don't feel like something's wrong. I'm not going to make you feel like something's wrong if it's taking a long time, but I know that this Buick needs to be warmed up. So you got to touch me. You got to talk to me. You do have to make me feel safe. I don't want to be thinking about what's going to happen if I get pregnant. Does this man really have herpes? Are his my chart results right? Yes. Like, you don't want to have that. Yeah, all that. You want to feel sure and you want to feel like, well, no matter what happens after today, this was a good time and I ain't going to be mad at it. That's how you want to feel when you're having sex, No,
and
I
fully agree. And there are other layers for me, all that you said, but then also I'm like, the temperature has to be right. Like if it gets too hot.
The literal temperature in
the
room.
literal temperature. If I get too hot, it's sweating and stuff is not sexy for me. I'm no longer. And then it's like, is my hair straight? If it's curly, I don't really care. But also if I'm feeling like a slave, and it's dripping. I'm no longer feeling sexy. The smells have to be right.
Absolutely.
It's like the way you touch me has to be. I'm so particular that I can honestly say sometimes I have felt like I don't want to come off like I'm doing too much and requesting so much for this sexual experience. So I kind of am just like, there is sweat dripping in my lash.
But environment and context matters for sure. Like you said, temperature, the environment. Is it a sexy environment?
Is your dog in the room? And I like dogs, but I used to make my dog. You gotta go, baby girl.
I do be telling Willie,
get out the room.
Yeah, mind your business.
Any ounce of like anything that can throw something off, it's a wrap. Yes. We have to try again tomorrow.
We have to be completely in our bodies in order to have that release of like, I'm completely present and here in this moment. I'm not thinking about my phone going off. I'm not thinking about the dog. I'm not thinking about how cold it is. We have to be embodied in the moment. And that's one of the killers of being able to orgasm as well.
It kills it. And I try to articulate this with the sexual partners that I've had in the past. And when I start having sex again, I'm gonna do it better, hopefully. But like, I need reassurance. I need to hear your voice telling me it feels good.
Like in the moment of
having sex. The moment. Like it has to happen, or else if that's not happening, just know I'm faking it. Because I still want you to come. Like I do. I want you to still. It is.
That's that emotional stimulation during sex. That is something that can take me over the edge.
Yeah.
Like, it can't just be we're quiet and we're just focusing on.
And I don't know if we're doing a good. I'm gonna reassure you. You're gonna know.
Talk to me.
Yeah.
I'm not talking. Well, just know I'm counting the sheet. And you better
tell me.
You better finish before I get to the last sheet, and I will go to sleep.
I think communication during sex is so important. It's so vital.
And, I think it can make it feel better too. Like if somebody is reassuring you, like you said during sex, it gives you that little boost of confidence to do a little bit more instead of wondering like, does he like it? What's going on?
And if you want something different, you could say it. You could say, I can you do this? Da, 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 da. Like you can say it in a sexy way where it doesn't like, you're not critiquing, like you're not doing this right. And you do this. You can say it in a way that's like, I like when you do that one thing that you, wait, do that again? Like keep going. Like
that feels good.
That feels really nice.
Stay right there.
Yeah. Because I'm quick to be like, that hurt.
That hurt.
That hurt. I've already tried to say it nice. You wasn't listening. This hurts and this will end. I want to get there.
Yeah.
Now. Cute and like ladylike.
Right.
Let's talk about men versus women on whose fault it is on why we're not orgasming. What is the fault on men and what is the fault on us?
The fault on women is that we either do not know how to advocate for ourselves because we don't know exactly what we need. what stage, like I said, what stage needs to be set in order for us to be in that mindset and embodied in the moment. So if you don't know that, you don't know how to advocate for yourself. And then if you're not communicating that to your partner, they're not mind readers.
Do we not know what we need, or are we scared to say what we want?
I think it depends on the person. I think some women genuinely do not know. Like they don't know. Like you have to get this all nice and juicy and aroused in order to increase your chances of stimulating it via the walls. Like we have to learn anatomy and physiology, like what's actually going on with my body.
And you have to learn it for yourself.
Absolutely.
Because everybody's not the same.
Absolutely.
And I agree with that, but and the scientific part, not knowing that, I kind of get it. We're not nurses.
Yeah.
But there is also a part of this where it's like, again, speaking from personal experience, where I believe that women and men, just humans, you know what you want. You know if you want somebody to spit in your mouth and you're not letting them know. You know if you want somebody to spread it open and you're scared for some reason to say it. And I want to know, what is that? Why are you scared to say it? He's already balls deep inside of you. And some of y'all got kids with these niggas and a ring on your finger that you're proudly wearing and you can't tell them to spread your pussy lips open. Yeah. Why?
Now that's a different thing. You, like I said, you got the people who don't know, but you have the people who are afraid to say that. And like we said,
some shame around
it. Like either are you going to look a certain way because you're saying, hey, I like you put your balls inside too. Like you have to be.
You can do that? You can. Wait a minute.
Some of them can.
I'm sure someone has figured it out. Okay.
Were you ever the woman that was scared to speak up?
Yes.
And how did you grow from that? Tell me your personal experience. How? Because somebody needs to hear that.
I've learned, I've educated myself. Like, I know how you said it's like, nurses. No, I want everybody to be the commander of their coochie. I want everybody to know every single thing from start to finish on what makes our coochie tick.
Coochie commander.
Coochie commander. Yes. So I feel like, you just have to know. You have to learn yourself. But like I said, the other part is being able to speak up and advocate for yourself. And for so long, like especially in my 20s, I didn't do that. I used to think sex was centered around men. Like, okay, it starts when they're aroused. It ends when they come. And if I happen to enjoy it in the moment, cool. I've learned to enjoy like, okay, the foreplay and oral sex and all that stuff. But it still felt like it was centered around them. And so I just thought that's how it's supposed to be in life.
We all did.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it was always, I didn't think that, but that's because I was reading Cosmo. I always tell everybody I was reading Cosmo, and I was like, I know that there is something else out there. Like, I'm doing it, and sex is over. I didn't enjoy it, and you're acting like this, so then I'm feeling weird. I think something else. Sometimes y'all be thinking I'm playing when I say y'all need to masturbate, and some people are very anti-masturbation. Yeah. But a part of learning yourself and that education isn't coming from a book. Because we are all different. I'm sure the three of us like something physically different. You have to play around. You got to get in the lab. And figure out what it is that you like. Because no matter what we say about what we like and what gets us to feeling like, okay, I'm definitely going to have an orgasm with this guy tonight, it might not be that for you. And you cannot be afraid to have those private moments with yourself. It doesn't mean that anything's wrong with you. And it doesn't mean that something's wrong with the person you're having sex with. But a part of learning how to enjoy sex is figuring out what you like. And if the person isn't doing it, you just gonna keep letting him stab you with his dick until he figures it out. Like, you gotta try things out. And that's just one way to go about exploring sex alone, and it's safe, so that you can figure out what you may or may not like or what you want to try. It's a lot of ways to do it, but I highly encourage y'all to try it out, even if you don't want to go about it with a toy. I'm pro toy,
but I'm gonna keep saying the figuring it out is great, and women are figuring it out how to do it on your own. You're not saying it to the person. You have to say what you want, and to me, that's the part here where it's like, people don't say what they want, and it's like,
absolutely,
I don't. What is happening?
I think it has to do with how women were socialized growing up to be able to kind of protect the man's ego, cater to them. And I think that just kind of went along in all parts of our lives. It's like, okay, well, but I want women to speak the hell up. You're not going to get the sex life you want and the enjoyment and all the things if you're sitting there quiet, wanting something, but you're not conveying it to them.
Right.
You need to scream it from the mountaintops. And if he ain't listening, you're going to say it again. And you're going to say it again. And now it's okay. Access is gone because we're not on the same page. Right. We got to figure this out. I'm not about to have sacrificial sex every single day with you. And you're not listening. That's what I call it. Where it's like, you're not listening. I'm telling you what I want, but I got to tell you.
And this might be uncomfortable. And it doesn't mean that Men have ruined the world. I'm sorry. I'm really upset with their species because everything goes back to like men created this and this was it's all.
Because I think that they also put this shame on us, and I think that like that's why a lot of women do not masturbate, and they feel like they sitting on a pedestal higher than those of us who do. But it's like, well, bitch, you getting your pussy ate and you fucking every day, all day, every day, and you're not enjoying it, and you got 50 kids and ain't nobody helping you. I don't know. Don't sound like a win to me. But there's so much shame, I think, culturally amongst Black people about women specifically enjoying sex. It's like something's got to be wrong with that Jezebel. And I don't agree with that. And so then I think a lot of those things play into it. We've met countless women who talk about their upbringings and how they didn't speak up for what they wanted, or they thought that they couldn't, or they just weren't really taught about sex. I know that I wasn't taught from a person that it's okay to enjoy it. I had to learn another way, and that's fine. But there still seems to be a bit of shame around enjoying sex, or like to be open about sex. It's like, oh, that's a nasty girl.
Yeah. I think when it comes to culture, we have a balance. A lot of women have the balance of outside we're supposed to look like we're, pure and princesses. And it's like, oh my God. But then men want you to be freaking Kama Sutra experts in the bedroom.
How they gonna get there?
So it's like it's balance that women play double dutch with, of like, I don't know how I'm supposed to be. Like, I want to be free and I want to be who I am without the judgment of being too pure and the judgment of being too loose. And it's like, it's a label for everything for us. It's exhausting
and
to be a
think
woman.
that all that thought is what makes people just shut up. And
there you go.
Hopefully we can all come together, ladies, and start encouraging each other to speak up.
Command your
because
coochies.
there's nothing wrong with it.
Can you talk a little bit on how ego gets in the way of sex?
Oh, absolutely. If you're not coachable or teachable, willing to learn something new, and you're just like, I know what I'm doing. That's just what it is. I've done this with other 20 women and they all loved it.
The last
That's
girl
gonna be a
loved
problem.
it.
Exactly. I don't care what she had loved about this. This is me and my coochie, and we're gonna do it my way.
All right, y'all, let's talk about libido for a second, because life be lifing, stress, hormones, exhaustion, burnout, perimenopause, work, dating fatigue, all of that. Sometimes your drive is just not where you want it to be. And honestly, that's more common than people actually think. VB Health makes doctor-formulated supplements backed by real research, and they're super transparent about their products, which is so important to me. They publicly share their third-party lab testing results, which is actually pretty rare in the supplement world. And every batch is tested by 2 separate labs for safety and effectiveness. And for women specifically, it also includes ingredients that may help support certain symptoms related to perimenopause and menopause, which I know a lot more women are finally starting to openly talk about. I just saw a clip from another podcast the other day and I didn't realize how long it could last. Anyway, I appreciate that VB Health as a brand is expanding beyond just sexual wellness products. They actually just launched a new supplement called Energy Boost, which is their new pre-workout and focus formula. So clearly the brand is leaning into overall wellness and performance, not just one category. And I love that so much. I've been using Energy Boost and I've been using a lot of their other wellness supplements. So if you've been looking for supplements that are science-backed, transparent, and actually designed to work, check out VB Health and Drive Boost. Plus, they offer a 100-day money-back guarantee for new customers. VB Health creates supplements that work. So I want you guys to make sure you head on over to vb.health, use our code CockTales to get 10% off your purchase. That's vb.health, and again, use code CockTales. And now we'll get back to the show.
And now, since we know women are lying, sir, she was probably not okay with it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And men don't want to believe women lie about certain things. And I don't know why they don't want to believe that.
I also didn't realize that they don't know when you're actually, like, as someone who has faked it, I think all women have faked it before just so it can be done, or just because you're just like, nigga.
I'm over it.
And they don't know. They really think that the sequence of this moan is so...
The moan, yes.
If the moan is the same tone, it stays the same frequency the whole time. This is a fake moan.
Meanwhile, my coochie has not done this at all during the moment.
You haven't heard. I haven't squeezed. I haven't scratched. I haven't. This is fake, nigga.
I'm half asleep.
But ego. Just like
I want this to be done.
Yeah. But egos, you can't have egos in relationships. You can't have egos in your sex life. You cannot.
In life.
At all. Exactly.
It will all come.
It will inhibit you from growth.
Mm-hmm.
And when it comes to sex, we have to communicate. We have to be willing to try and experiment and explore and tell me what you want. Tell me. Egos have to be at the door.
So let me ask you this. This is my next question. And Kiki, you answer too, and I'll answer also. What do we think makes a man good in bed versus he's just confident? Because we've all dealt with the confident man. But what makes you be like, this was mind-blowing sex. This was a sexual experience. We all have about 1 to 3 men that you will never forget. It don't matter how long you knew them or didn't even know. What made that experience like, wow, this nigga is, anytime he called, he could probably get it.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm big on connection. That sets the stage for me, because everything feels better. Everything feels greater when you are literally in tune with that person. I don't care. The same person can do this to me that he does, and it'll feel horrible but when he does it, it's just my body is more open and relaxed and receptive to him. And I'm thinking of a particular person, but I ain't gonna say nothing.
I'm thinking of
and I'm like, I hope that nigga don't call. But yeah,
call now that you said something,
man,
you drummed him up.
He already said we need to have a phone call, but no, no, I refuse.
That vulva maybe deserves it.
So with that particular person, I love that man. And we were so connected.
So it was just, for you, it's just connection.
That connection is, everything was great.
And when you say connection, you mean?
My feelings, I felt safe with him. I felt open enough to explore with him. We tried new stuff. We did new stuff that I've never done before.
So this is someone you got safe to know before you had sex.
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely. It was a while. So for him, everything was just amazing with him. I can't pinpoint like one particular move he did. It was just him and I together was magic, and it was amazing.
So you're not really about performance, connection, and that's it. He could get in there and just flat
is
down.
The icing on the cake for me. Like, if you know, like I said, when you're connecting, everything feels better and it feels different, to me at least.
Well, see, I'm talking about sex.
You want the actual, like,
I want to know
is like.
No, not the move, because I get what you're saying about connection. It is very important. But there have been times when I've had a sexual experience with someone. I'm thinking of a specific man. Oh, and there was a connection from the jump, and we didn't know each other.
Yeah.
We went and got drinks. We went to the place. The setting was there. The vibes were there. The connection was there.
Yeah.
It wasn't a lot of time put in.
Yeah.
The sex that was had was like a movie. And it was, when I say like a movie, it was like the way that he touched me, the way that he kissed me, the foreplay was there. It was almost like he sat down with a nurse and was like, this is what I need. It was like he had studied the female body. That it was like, yes, we had that connection, but it wasn't like this was never my boyfriend.
Right.
It was always a sex thing, but the sex was like, he understands the woman's body.
Yeah.
And I appreciated it. And he made every moment an experience. If it was a quickie, if I spent the night, if I didn't spend the night, if we were somewhere, he just knew what to do. And you know I don't do the recording stuff. I let him do it because he knew how
you had to record that moment.
He knew how to introduce it, the music, the sheets, he knew how to work my body in a way. He had the confidence, but he also had the moves. He had the smells. He had and it was just
he was just a curator of sex,
and there was no time. It's not like, if I'm being honest, it was like we met and we still know each other.
Yeah.
Nothing's happening anymore, but like it was like within the course of 2 days, this happened, and it was like.
I would say for me, I get what you're saying, and both of you, really.
Yeah.
The connection matters. Now, what kind of connection? It could be different. It could be a deep, deep connection, or it's like sparks when you meet and when you're around each other. I think assertiveness, not in a crazy way, but in a good way. Assertiveness, like having that confidence, and you just really, you hold your head high, you got your chest out because you are that nigga. Like, I like that. That is very attractive to me. And in turn, that usually makes me feel safe. But feeling safe is really important. So having the assertiveness and also being attentive, like how you mentioned, just knowing a woman's body. You need to pay attention to my body. Like, know a woman's body, know all of our bodies, but pay attention to mine and what's happening in this moment. I need you to be present. That makes it different, because it almost feels like sometimes when you have sex with somebody who they done been around the block a few times, and maybe this worked with somebody else, maybe everybody was putting on the same performance, but it almost feels like they're doing a routine. It feels very programmatic, and that doesn't hit. But when it feels like they try something and maybe you don't like it, and they pay attention that you didn't move, but then they touch you a different way and they notice how you react, so then they go with that. And then I was one day,
and the dude that I was just talking about, don't forget what you're saying, I did that because we kind of have our own routine. I was like, okay, this is kind of going too long. I don't want to think I'm going too long. I don't want to think he's eating. I was like, he was like, did you come? I was like, yeah. He's like, no, you didn't. I know there's more.
And I like when they
shit
know.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh my God, how did you know?
I started to wonder, like, when I was having sex with this guy, one time he did something different that he doesn't usually do. And so we're having sex and I was really enjoying it. And then he started telling me why I deserve to have good sex and all of the other things that I deserve. And I was like, do I have a praise kink? Because this is feeling good.
I'm all for praise kinks.
I'm not always so nice, so it doesn't happen every time. But, I was like, oh, I like this. This is adding something to it. But the performance matters, but it's not so much the stroke. The stroke matters. Don't y'all forget.
Right. But that's like at the bottom.
But that's the last thing. It's everything else, because if you get everything else primed up and ready to go,
there you go.
You only gonna have to hit 3 pumps. And I'm going to be saying, I can't take it no more. And I'm going to be running. And then you're going to be happy because they always like when that happens.
That's
so,
true.
But those things all matter. And it's like, I need them all.
I need them all.
Yes, I need them all.
Yes.
And it's so crazy.
Paying attention just matters so much. Sometimes, as much as we talk about women faking orgasms, there have been times where it does feel like the man is absent. It's like, what you absent for? I didn't even ask for this. I was watching TV. I'm watching the Food
like he's
Network.
Not present in the moment.
And it's just like, it feels like you're just doing the same old thing that you always do, or because you're super horny, you want a quickie. Well, I'm not ready for a quickie.
Right.
I'm actually dehydrated.
And I can't do a quickie. I don't like quickies.
I like quickies sometimes, but I can
yeah.
only have a quickie if it's part of the build-up.
Yeah.
On a good date night, like, okay, we're in the elevator by ourselves.
As long as I don't feel like a sex doll, like I can literally detach her and give it to you. Like as long as I don't feel like that.
I just feel like if I'm doing
like
a quickie, just know this is just for you. I'm not gonna get anything out. If you need to, I'm not coming from a quickie.
Because everything is not gonna be primed and ready, and it's gonna be like it's for you.
This is just for you.
But sometimes it feels good, and if it is a quickie, and you know that the night isn't over, then it's like I need more later. Like it's like an appetizer.
Yeah, and you're willing to do that with a person that you're like, you're like, babe, okay,
only a connection.
Exactly.
But like this guy that I'm referring to, he would never do that. And that's
he
what
don't
even
sound like he would ever do
for
that.
the most. That's
like
even what made me want to always be like, whenever you call, you can have. Yeah, he was never gonna be like, I'm gonna fuck you real quick. No, it was always an experience.
Like a curated experience.
When you feel like your pussy is appreciated, it's like he would like honor it. Like,
is this the one that you're going on the date with?
No, this is this is several years ago.
Girl, be careful.
This doesn't have. I haven't had that many experiences like this one. There's probably about 3 where it's like, oh wow, you are just your purpose is just to make me come. And he knew that. I didn't tell him that. He was moved like that.
Mm-hmm.
Did he have anything else that you liked about him, or was it really just a sexual relationship?
No, I liked him. It wasn't just sex. We would hang out. It was he was super dope. He showed me his art. Like he was himself. He was his self.
Okay.
He was it was just I don't
even know this man, but I feel like I have this image in my head about
he had tattoos. He was an artist. Like
did he have like? I feel like he had locks. He didn't have locks. Were like like some natural hairstyle.
He didn't have locks.
This image in my head of like this man.
You were picturing a real earthy man.
Yeah, he was an earthy man, but he didn't have locks.
Badu.
He had like plants all over his house and stuff.
Erykah Badu would definitely fuck him. Like he did have plants. He had plants in old school vehicles.
Why did I know that?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
The last time I had sex with somebody that I didn't have, there's only ever been, I think, one person where I didn't really like him, but I liked the sex. He was a demon sent from the gates of hell, probably. I don't know. He's a nice guy. But I say that because I had no business fucking that man, but it was good, right? But when it wasn't a sexual thing and I had my rose-colored lenses taken off, I was like, I don't even like him. His jokes are corny. He doesn't actually make me, he looks good. And it's a good time, but I was like, I don't like him,
I don't really
actually.
This. Like, he ain't really all right.
And it's nothing wrong with him, but it's just like, not for me.
Yeah.
Beautiful man.
Like you got some men who are like technique heavy, and then you fall in love with that part, and then you have some
They're
men
what heavy?
like technique heavy. Like I have
They got the
mastered the
moves.
techniques, right?
Mhm.
You have some men who create the experiences. You have some men you have the connection with. Like it's.
And I just wish that you can. I have yet to have a relationship with a man who has the technique and the performance and the all this. Like you
connection.
what's the okay? So technique, performance, and chemistry. What is the one that you could let go? Both of y'all. If you can only have 2 of the 3.
It's so crazy because I just feel like as a woman, I have dealt with not having any of them. So
Well, you gonna get 2. So
okay, I
you
need
get 2 out of the
chemistry.
3.
Chemistry got to be there.
Chemistry has to be there.
Yeah, I
for
have to have
sure.
chemistry.
What did I
Robin.
say? Technique, chemistry, and what?
Performance.
Performance and technique, is that kind of like the same?
Performance.
No, because the
sometimes they got a little trick.
performance.
Performance is the full.
Like that nigga coming in here making a whole scene out of something.
It
Like
smells good. He
it-
putting you onto music you ain't never heard.
yeah, he is
Are these body
performing.
chants?
I
Yeah.
want a performer. I'm not gonna. I want chemistry and performance. I don't need no technique because I have my own technique. That's why I don't really have bad sex because
I got a
if
toy,
you don't
so,
have technique,
yeah.
I can bring the
Performance.
technique.
I can
Performance,
agree with you on that.
chemistry.
I can
one. If
bring-
That's
I'm
what
a-
performance is. I would say performance
Because I need the
because
full.
I can bring the performance. I can
Yeah.
grip. I can spit. I can choke me, pull my hair, do all the things. I could come on, but we need to have chemistry, and you need to perform a little bit, nigga.
Yeah.
Show me
I can
something.
teach you a trick.
Yeah,
One you can take with you when this is done.
and I know
That's it.
you did.
So technically, okay. So technique doesn't have to be there, but we can grow with that, right?
Yes.
Okay. That.
Yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We can
'Cause I
we can
feel
pick
like
up some techniques.
Even if
for
you
sure.
thought you had a technique, maybe the technique worked on the last woman, but it won't work on me. So you
we're gonna
might just
form
have
some new
to
ones anyway.
learn.
So.
And I think it's really interesting. Like the same techniques won't work on every woman,
Yeah.
but do you feel like the same techniques work on men?
for the most part,
for the most
Oh
part.
my
There's maybe
God.
like
For
The
most
two
part.
hand.
the two
Spit
hand,
and
the
choke.
top part where you're kind of focusing right on the ridge.
They're so
One
easy.
and it looks like
man.
that.
This was off to me. One man, I always saw it when you're giving head, no teeth, right? One man actually liked that.
That's a freak.
He liked a little grazing.
That baby wanted to bite. No, I had a nigga one time wanted me to bite it.
like
Like,
Yeah.
like break the skin or
Not
just
break the skin, but just like put a little
Pressure.
pressure. Yeah.
like around the shaft or the head.
Like
I'm
in
scared.
my throat
I'm
and then like
terrified. Okay, so not the head.
press
Okay,
This
down.
guy
got it.
wanted both. And I was scared of him.
That's
And now I
You
no
should
longer
be.
feel safe because what you trying to bite over here?
Don't bite over here.
Don't bite
you
this
can bite
cookie.
you can bite some stuff up here, but
Up
don't
here,
bite
but
down
nothing
here.
down here.
Don't bite the nips.
Maybe a
Don't
booty
bite the.
cheek.
You can nibble on a nib.
You can maybe the
Uh-uh.
mom's pubis. The mom's pubis. You could probably nibble.
What's that?
A
Up
little
here.
fat pad.
Oh, don't do that,
That
to
might
me.
be fun.
You better
This
not.
is thick, so
Yeah, she think it's.
I do want you to nibble on my nipple. I want to feel like I'm breastfeeding you.
No, that suckling is good.
suckling is good, but
Suckling
nibbling
is good.
But if
you're-
what the fuck did I get myself into
Yeah.
today?
Suckling.
I like a suckle.
I like a
that.
breastfeed. I like a little
feel like a little
breastfeed.
baby.
But think about it. If you're like
Baby
sitting there
pig.
laying in bed watching a movie, and then all of a sudden he just rips your titty out, and all of a sudden it's like, I'm not.
Well,
I'm
ain't
not
gonna be no
paying
whip.
attention.
It's gonna be pull the shirt to the side. I
Exactly,
don't have
and he
titty
just
to
starts
whip it.
Mine's a whip,
suckling
and
on-
these were
That is
expensive.
an easy
so.
way to get me turned on. Like I'm not paying attention. I'm acting like I'm not paying attention to you, but you're like suckling on my breast, and I'm just like watching the movie. Like, oh my
Suckling.
God.
Like if you go lay down here, go ahead, do a little suckle.
Do a little something.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny that we're talking about not orgasm. Now, here's the thing. I will have a nipple orgasm. And I think that,
I love that for
Really?
you,
girl, I have that more often than I just have the regular orgasm that we all know about.
Oh,
I have to
nice.
breastfeed you.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know what I need for something that's not down south? I need you to get all up in here in my neck and a little bit in my ear.
Yeah.
And then just it doesn't have to be all, but either in this crevice, like the opposite side of
that's
your
nice.
elbow, or behind your knee.
Mm.
That is an
Those
odd
are-
spot, and
yeah.
nobody really touches it. So when
Now,
it
how do you
does get-
communicate you want
I
him to
put it
get
in
behind
their-
your knee?
I put it close to their face. I throw
The
that
back
leg-
of your knee?
Yeah, I throw my leg up. If he's on top of me, I would do it right now, but
You
No.
won't say it with your words? Is it
Mm-mm.
because it sounds weird?
I don't know how I would describe the back of my knee.
Okay.
So it's just like, this ain't really a time to talk. Just do what
Yeah.
I'm showing you how to do, baby. Come on.
But a good
Okay.
thing is to also do like, have you guys heard of pleasure mapping?
No. Tell
So
us.
pleasure
That's what I don't know
mapping.
what that is.
Okay, so it's like you and your partner literally are exploring for the night. You're touching and kissing and trying, just going through your whole body one at a time, and you're discovering new parts of the body that could
No
be
sex.
erogenous.
We
No.
just map the body.
You don't have to.
me
No.
send a
Now, if it
text.
proceeds to sex, that's great. But the whole point is to literally, I'm trying to find what spots do you like. Do you like it to be touched, kissed, licked? And you move to different spots. And that way you can discover new things to incorporate.
I'm about to try that out.
Now, can you tell us your map? What do you like kissed or touched? Or what's your thing?
Okay, I'm a huge neck girl, for sure. So I like kissing.
This is décolletage area.
Décolletage area. I'm not big on ears. Ears feel weird because it's a thin line between.
I love an ear. And I don't want you to lick. I want you to
dab
just
your tongue in it either.
Oh,
That's
no,
just-
don't be doing the baby
I
bird.
want you to just hover over my ear and
hot
tease
with
me.
hot breath.
With
I like
hot
that
breath.
breath. That's it.
You got to have your side teeth
The
now.
little
If that breath
nipple.
is stinky, you better not you better not give me a toxic breath hover. I'll punch you in your throat. But if you are all the way together and it's minty clean, hover and just whisper and just. I did that to a man at lunch today.
You hovered in his ear?
At lunch, and he was like, "It's lunchtime." And I was
lunch
like, I'm horny.
I know.
It's been over a year.
And you did this at lunch.
I
We
went on
already
a
know.
lunch date. It's
We're
been
rooting for you. We're all rooting for you.
rooting for you.
And I hovered over his ear, and he was like, "Oh my god, that felt so good. No one's ever done that before." And I was like, "Really?
I think if someone breathes on me at this
You're
point,
in
I
for a
might
time.
attack. So I don't know.
It's been a long time
It's been
since
a
you did
long.
How long?"
2 years.
What the hell,
2 years.
Beyonce?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Can I be honest?
Please.
Mhm.
I learned too much about sex to trivialize it. I need the context that I fucking want. I need
Okay.
the context.
You're not about to play. You're like,
I'm not playing with you because the things that I'm trying to do with my partner, I don't want to see you walking down the street and we not together. Like I'm
And
trying
now
to, like,
you
that's
doing
my husband.
teachings on somebody else.
Absolutely. I'm trying to unleash some things.
Ooh.
What's one thing you'd like to unleash that you would like to share?
I've never done backdoor little Joe.
What is
You
that?
never done what?
Anal sex. I've never done anal sex.
Never.
I am complete. No.
You want to?
That's a certain level of
No,
trust, and I
really
felt like I was keeping that part sacred for like my husband.
Mm.
That's just my personal thing.
Mhm.
But it's certain things that I want and need to say during sex. I can't say.
Like what?
Like I'm a big emotional person, and I'm big on like praising him.
Mhm.
So I want to say things like,
Say it.
like, okay, so say for instance, he's like, and I see it in my head, like, say for instance, we're doing it from the back. And I'm just like, I submit to you. Like, I want to keep saying that over and over. Like, I respect, like, the stuff that men love to
that's
hear. Like, I
sexy.
submit to you. Like, I submit to
way
you. I
better than this
respect
your
you.
pussy.
Like, I
That's
love you. Like,
a
the,
way.
yeah.
Because I've said that. I haven't said that.
like the
Right.
things that men like to hear, that whole submission and respect stuff. I want to be able to say that while you tearing it up.
Mhm.
And I can't say it to no Tom, just regular guy. Like, I don't even know if I'm see you,
You
next
gotta
week.
tear it up to hear that.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Or we
tear
gotta,
it
it gotta
up.
be a rhythm going that's like that. You know that sound is like that. I can't even make it like that.
Mm-hmm. When you walk by a hotel room, you hear that. It's like, oh, somebody
It's
having
that
a good
certain
time.
rhythm that you just know, and it's like, oh my
But then
God.
have you guys ever been having sex and it's not like a clap and it's like a grind that's like there's not even any noise. You're just so
Oh,
deep in me and I'm
It's just
so
like a-
on you.
Mhm.
It's just we're just like
That's beautiful
Mhm.
too.
it's so beautiful. It's like
I like when it starts sounding like
squeak because you can't even go no for this is the
Mhm.
end of the creation. It's just we're
sound like a
stuck.
damn ocean.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It's getting hot in here.
It is
That's
hot.
what Beyonce was singing about
What was she
in
singing about?
Rocket with the waterfalls. Is crashing it. I forget the words. Y'all know I don't be knowing lyrics, but Rocket.
Yeah.
Listen to Rocket and listen to the lyrics. That's
I'ma
what she's
listen
singing
on
about
my
that.
way
I'm gonna listen.
home.
Right. I'm gonna listen to it when I get in the car.
Yeah,
I need to
I'ma
see what's
listen on my
going
way
on.
home.
Crashing.
This has been so amazing. I have learned about pleasure mapping. I'm gonna do this.
We need
And-
to talk about cock warming, but that's a whole.
What is
different-
that?
Can you tell us really quick before we
Cock
move on
warming.
to
We gotta warm
advice?
that thing up, too.
What is
It's a-
cock
it's
warming?
that
They be having Red Bull in them
And
now,
before you
and
tell us
they
about
ready to
cock
go.
warming, I have this book out if anybody was wondering because I went to a romance bookstore and they
What's
only
it?
have
It's
sex
cock
books.
mark.
This is a cock mark. It's a bookmark for your sex books.
Wait, I actually kind of need that though.
yeah.
Put the hand on it. Put
yeah,
that
with
away.
the
We
hand
can
on
sell
it.
that.
It's a cock mark. Yeah.
Okay, so
what is
cock
cock
warming?
warming?
It's like a penis praise type of thing. So like, okay, it's not with the goal of orgasming, right?
Okay.
That's not the goal. Take that off the table. Say for instance, he and you are watching a movie and you lay your head in his lap and you literally just put his dick in your mouth. And it's sitting there.
Mhm.
And you're just every so often, you maybe suckle a little bit.
Do you need to announce, like, I'm not going to suck your dick, I'm just going to put it in my mouth?
Yes, you
Sound
can.
like
Make sure you have a
when I'm
conversation.
lazy.
Yes.
Keep going.
Like, so you be on the same page. Like, this is a thing. This is something. And it causes arousal. Yes, it can. But the whole goal is not to, like, that's not the goal.
We don't have sex.
It can't, like, here's the thing. It
can
can
go there.
happen.
What's the
but
point?
the cock warming
See the impatience I'm talking about?
like, if you love penis, I think it's something erotic about that. Like, it's not pressure. Now, I'm not saying it won't lead to sex, but
It's
okay,
leading
let me
to
paint the
sex.
picture. You're laying, watching TV, your head is in his lap, you put his penis in his mouth, it's half, flaccid or whatever, and every so often you take a little suckle, and it's like, it's no pressure, it's not anything, and it's just slowly arousing. Some people, I know it's white people shit, but
I've done
when I
this,
read
and I
about
know
it,
it had a
I
name.
loved it. I felt like it was just this thing where it's like you're praising his penis.
But I guess I'm not understanding. So you kind of put it in your mouth a little bit. We're watching a movie. I just put it in my mouth a little bit and then put it back
on his
away.
stomach. Let's just say it's like towards your
like
mouth, and you're just kind of like, yes. And it's literally.
But we keep watching the movie.
Yes, it's in your mouth. You're keeping it warm, hence the word cock warming, and it's literally just sitting there, and you're taking little suckles or whatever.
It's like a crock pot.
I think he's gonna have sex
a
with
kink.
me.
It's kind of a kink, and
Okay.
it can turn you on, and it can lead to sex. But just know, like, you just want to sit there with the cock in your mouth.
Maybe you want to
Cock
finish the movie.
Okay, I'm gonna have to sing y'all. I'll send it to you.
have
I
done
need
this,
to
but
know,
it was
'cause-
out of me being lazy. Now I'm about to say this is not a lazy
Like,
thing.
this is a kink.
Yes,
this is what it
a
is.
thing, and people are really into this. Do you know how lucky you are right now? Like, I'm just
You're getting your
warming it
cock
up.
warm.
I feel like if I
'Cause I
cock
like-
warm a nigga, he's gonna be.
They be mad, but like they get over it. But I like for my pussy to get warmed up. Like sometimes I don't need you to fuck me right now, right? But I like
Warm her
when you play with my clit a little bit, or you just slide, or it starts to get wet, so then you feel it and you just massage
Yeah.
everything while we're doing something else, and then later
Something
you know,
else like what?
we're watching a movie. We're watching.
That's a good way to start the whole
Yeah.
foreplay thing early without it being a pressure to hop right into sex. Like, you're watching a movie and you just start
Yeah, we're
slowly
watching
rubbing
from.
the clitoris or the labia, and it's like, and then you stop, and then maybe you start again. Like, that's a
'Cause it takes
beautiful
me a
way.
while
That's a
to warm up.
beautiful way.
But
What's
it
a
feels
while?
nice.
Like 20 to 40 minutes, how she said, or longer?
Same.
20, 40 minutes.
Set a timer, and I'm gonna set a timer next time I'm getting warmed up, just to see when you are actually warmed up. Because I want to have
never
a.
warmed
But make sure you stay
up.
present.
Okay.
Okay. Don't think about the clock if you said it. Just make sure you stay present
You
though.
just have to
Okay.
set it. But I do like the touching and stuff, because sometimes it's like I want sex, but I don't want it right now. I want it a little while because I want that.
I want it
I
later,
like
but
the
start
build
now.
up.
Yes.
That turns me on.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Like, foreplay
okay,
does
here
not
y'all.
start in the bedroom. It starts outside of it. It starts when we're like in the kitchen. It starts I actually have a book called Foreplay Starts at Breakfast. But yeah, it starts literally way before you're actually entering the bedroom.
I would like for it to start at good morning
Absolutely.
and then build up throughout the day.
Wow.
Those are some good, especially if you're both busy during the day, and then like maybe you text each other something, you have a little phone call, or you have a plan later, or maybe you haven't been able to talk to each other all day, but you'll see each other later in the night. Then I feel like I take a little extra time when I'm taking my shower and I'm moisturized. I make sure I get in all the nook and crannies.
So would
know?
you say that if you're a woman and you know that you have a hard time orgasming from penetration, that let's say you're going to see somebody this weekend in the cabins, and let's say you had the opportunity to have sex with them tomorrow, but you should maybe just wait and build it up until you get to the weekend to now, let's see if I can bust on that
I
thing.
think that would be nice.
Okay.
And it depends on what that person wants. Like, if you want that whole experience, and it's like, oh, the first time we had sex was in this cabin and the environment was great and the ambiance.
And what are some actionable steps that you would, just 3 that you would give a woman who is doing that?
Who is going to the cabin? And I mean, like you said, wait till you get there.
Should we send text, flirty text? Should we?
Now, so you're 100% sure you want to engage in sexual activity with this person? 'Cause
No.
you know how sometimes
You're not.
Okay, so
But you might.
You don't want to lead a person on too and set the
They'll be all right.
stage. Oh.
The good lady.
And then they're gonna be on the blog talking about
they're-
some, man, I took this girl on vacation and she was saying all this stuff, and then we get there, like, they have no right to say, like, I'm not feeling it. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be mindful of that part. You can send the flirty text, but just know there's gonna be a certain level of expectation. Like, well, you was talking all this shit in the text message and we here now. You know what I mean? But as far as actionable steps when you get there,
No actionable steps leading up.
Okay. So like you said, if you're down for it, text messages. Absolutely.
But what type of text messages?
Flirty. You could do picture. I'm a picture.
Naked? Titty meat? What?
Flirty as far as like, what does it like? Do you know the person? Like, do they appreciate
Let's say she knows
a
him.
nude? Do they like a little mystery? You know what I'm saying? Like whatever that particular person likes. If you have a sexy lingerie that you want to take a picture and you can, or you can send him a sexy voice note. Or I mean, one thing that I haven't done this in a long time, you can send a voice note of like you're pleasuring yourself, and so he can. It's an audio stimulation. So he can listen to it. You know what I'm saying? That's if you want him to see or, to know how you sound prior to, or you can leave it for like an anticipation. But I'm an audio girl. Like
I thought you were going to say send a voice note of what I would like to do to you.
That's another one. You have so much room to do everything, but just know if you get there and change your mind, you have every right, obviously. But that person might be like, well, you talking about this shit. So yeah.
I was talking about this shit,
but I'm here and I'm not feeling you no more.
And you probably weren't going to make me come anyway. So surprise.
And then like you said, maintain communication. Make sure that space and that dynamic is good. Like you don't want it to be awkward when you get there. And like you said, you can do the flirty text messages, the pictures, the audio.
And now we get there. We're in each other's space. What happens now?
Oh, I feel like I'm there. I feel like don't put too, like if it happens, great, but don't put too much pressure on yourself.
So don't take your panties off in the airport and then put them in the cup holder.
Oh,
girl, what? What cup holder?
What do you picture from the airport?
Oh,
don't do that. Yeah,
that is sexy.
That is sexy, right?
That makes you ready. Like
I've never done it either, but I'm kind of thinking about it.
That's a good idea.
Okay.
In my phone.
Okay.
Get in there.
Well, we got to record it. So have y'all tried that?
Let us know.
If anybody who's listening has tried that, y'all let us know.
That's actually really good. Especially if you know for sure, like I'm in the car and I'm putting, and he's like, what is that? And he grabs it and like, oh, that's what you want.
Yeah. I'm the birthday.
I'm taking those now.
That's what the girls are saying.
I'm going to slide through.
Surprise. So we have to have you back.
We do.
Because we have
we gotta get deep.
Yeah, we gotta get deep.
We gotta get deep into
We have to get deep. So do you think we should go to advice?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Even though I had so many more questions on this, Bryanna.
So we have to come back.
What?
You gotta come
been
back.
Like an hour and a half. Yeah.
Yeah. It's time to go. It's time to go.
When you're having fun, right?
We're talking about sex too. Yeah.
So we're gonna move on to advice. If you guys want to send us any advice emails, you could leave it on the number. We don't know it. We'll put it in the description, or you can send us an email.
Why they do fucked up stuff, I don't know, child.
You need to go on dates in that luteal phase.
Especially when they claim to love you. They be lying. If you want to get some advice from us, make sure you email us at advice@cocktailspod.com.
Advice@cocktailspod.com. Okay. This advice is titled, I've been lying this whole time. Hey, Medinah and Kiki. I'm a longtime listener and I love how honest y'all are. So I'm coming to you because I think I've messed up. I've been with my boyfriend for a little over a year. He's a great man. He's kind. He's attentive. He pays attention to me emotionally, all of that. But sexually, I have never had an orgasm with him, not once. And before y'all judge me, yes, I've been faking it every single time. Most of us are. At first, it was just easier. I didn't want to make it awkward. And honestly, I thought maybe it would happen eventually if I just got into it more. But now it's been a year and he genuinely thinks he is putting in work. And she put work in all caps. And I really feel bad for men because a lot of them think this. Yeah. And we're good actresses. We don't want to hurt your feelings. Nigga, this is just wet pussy. I didn't come. Okay. She said, oh, he be proud. And I just be laying there like, yeah, okay. Now I feel stuck because how do I go from screaming and acting like I'm having the time of my life to actually, I've never finished with you? I feel like that would crush his ego. It maybe needs to. And I don't want to hurt him because he really does care about pleasing me. The crazy part is I can have an orgasm by myself. So I know my body works. I just don't know how to bring him into that experience without exposing that I've basically been putting on a performance this whole relationship. So my questions are, do I come clean and tell him the truth? Or do I just start guiding him now and hope he doesn't notice the difference? And how do I even begin that conversation without making him feel like he's been failing this whole time? Because he has. Please help. I want to actually enjoy sex with my man, not just deserve an Oscar for it. I'm sincerely tired of acting.
You'll never get an Oscar.
There's
for
no
that.
way after a year you can come and say, I've been faking it.
There's no way. There's a way.
I think
There's
the
a
most
way.
loving and gentle way for this is to guide now. Now we have to redirect.
You wouldn't say just communicate.
I can't say I have been faking it for a year.
You can't say that, but
Right.
I do need to communicate I am not coming. And I need to. Or I'm going to cheat on you.
I feel like you can still gently guide it into the direction that you want. I think there's a
How?
way to communicate. One, say for instance, you are having sex and you say, hey babe, I want to try something new tonight. Can we, like, for instance, can we use my toy, or let's try a new position or whatever. I think when it comes to in that particular area, because she put herself in this is all on her, because she should not have been faking it. You have set the tone that he thinks that he's doing well, and to come back and say I've been lying, which is deceitful, it's hurtful.
I think it's better to just say that, though. I've been lying. I love you, but I have been lying. It's just like how we say when people cheat, just
That
say
would
what
hurt.
was happening.
Because I think it's different than cheating, only because it's like, this is really just between me and you. So this whole time you've been making me think that you enjoy sex with me.
Yes, I have.
And you don't.
Because I love you.
That would hurt worse than you saying, let's try something new. And I will pick up on, we never go back to what I used to do. I know what it was.
Yes.
And I appreciate you trying to spare my feelings in this. If it's no infidelity, no drama going on. Because I also get how hard it can be for, whether it's the man or the woman, to build up the confidence to tell somebody that when you do care and you are trying to spare feelings. I don't need you trying to wait a whole year.
Yeah.
I would rather you tell me sooner rather than later. But I do see how just not saying I don't like this after you lied forever.
Yeah.
Because the other side of that is, if you do say, well, I've been lying, blah, 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 that could cause a fight unnecessarily.
It's unnecessary hurt, you know, because let's just say it was the first time that you guys had sex and you didn't enjoy it. That would have been the moment to say, okay, the next time I'm going to guide him into a new way, or I'm going to say, you know, that was good, but I think we should try this, in order to steer it. But a whole year of faking, that is going to be soul crushing.
But I think it still is somewhat lies. So if it's like, so I'm not going to just come out and come clean with what has been happening.
But it's not a lie, though. You're not lying.
I'm going to try to manipulate you to get it right.
You're not
You're
manipulating.
doing the same thing you would have done if you told the truth from the
Let's say he
beginning.
doesn't get it. Let's say he doesn't catch on. Now this is just prolonged. I need you to know what's happening.
Then you can tell him you're not coming, but I don't think that you have to go back and say, I've been lying about coming this whole time. I don't like anything you do. I want you to do this. I think that there's just a difference between the time that you choose to say something and how much time has gone past. I think all of that matters. And I think you've just got to be really careful with how you talk to people. I know that I would not receive it the same if you told me straight up, okay, honestly, Kiara, for a year, I've been acting like I really like sex with you and I really don't like it, but this is what I want you to try. I would rather you just present the thing you want to try without saying, I've been lying for a year, because while you have been lying, you lying about being pleasured when you weren't is more about you than me, because you weren't communicating. We could just skip that part.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's going to eat me up.
And maybe it will. I think that people need to know the truth. And everybody's not the same. I want radical truth. I want radical awareness. And I want everything to be radical right now in my life. So if you need to tell me, it's one thing to say, I don't like having sex with you. It's a different thing to say, I have not been being pleased. I want to know the truth. Don't perform it for me. Do not lie to me. I can't really fix it if I don't know that this has not been enjoyable for you. And I would like the opportunity to correct it.
What about this? So a happy medium is, let's just say a couple experiences happen from that moment and she's not coming. She's not faking it or not. Now let's say we're 2 or 3 in. It's like, babe, can we talk? Because I haven't been pleased the last couple times, and I want to, kind of maybe try some new things. You can use that as a starting point.
They're both hard, but I'm the type of person where just because something is hard and uncomfortable and a little bit embarrassing, that doesn't mean we don't tell each other.
But a year of lying, that's a
year of lying
is
wild.
ballpark.
I'm not sure I would do that.
Yeah, because that's
a year of lying is wild.
It's
but
still
I also
lies.
don't think that I can sit here on Oprah's internet and say everything we just said and be like, just because I did a year of lying, that doesn't mean that now a year and a day later, I can't just tell you the truth. I need to tell you the truth because I do want this to work. So there's a deliverance that needs to be had. I agree with that. There's a way to do it, but there still needs to be the honest truth. I don't want
How do you think you could do
lie.
it? And how do you think you could do that and be honest with somebody and still be considerate of their feelings?
The only way that I could do it is saying, and I'm practicing this in my life currently with several different things, not just sex. What I'm about to say could be hurtful and it's very uncomfortable. And I don't even know how to deliver the message. So I'm going to apologize before I say it. So that way we know this is already just it's not easy. This isn't easy for me either. I've been lying to you about something. And they're going to say, you're probably going to think you're cheating. It's not the end of the world lie, but it is a lie. And I want to be honest with you because I love you. I don't want this to end. I want to get it right. It is my fault. This is my fault because it's my lie.
Yeah.
And my lie has been, I haven't been coming when we're having sex. And I would even go deeper into like, this is something that I have been doing and I'm trying to be honest with myself and I want to be honest with you. I would like to experience an orgasm and it hasn't been happening. Now, how do we do that? I don't know. I don't have the answer, but I want to, you are enjoying sex. And if you're not, now is the moment to tell me. And we get to have a level of intimacy that is very rare because most people are not going to do that. They're going to do the thing where it's like, I don't want to hurt your feelings. No, if we really do care about each other, it's okay if you hurt my feelings a little bit. I'm not going to die. My feelings have been hurt way worse.
So let me ask you a question. Outside of sex, if you had a partner that's been lying about something between you for a whole year, it's still going to be, how are you going to be viewed from that partner? I'm going to look at you like you're crazy. If you've been lying to me about something in our relationship for a whole year, can I trust you?
Yeah,
like I understand it's about sex. And that's a different thing, but I feel like
outside of sex, or we're saying sex?
Outside of sex, if generally your partner has been lying to you about something for a year and keeping a secret, that is going to be like, can I trust you as a person?
But I think this is where I just have to raise my hand and say, maybe I am on the spectrum or I'm just different as fuck. Because I say this every day. I feel like we all wake up and we choose to lie. And no one has to tell me what they're currently lying about in their lives. No one. I say this all the time. I talk to my therapist about this. I talk to everyone about this in my life.
Okay.
Everybody has something they're lying about. I look at lying in a totally different way than most people do. So if you happen to tell me there's something you've been lying about, more than likely, I'm going to look at you like a human and be like, yeah, nigga, everybody's lying about something. And I respect you for letting me know. Most people continue to lie and you die with these lies. I don't agree with that. So when someone does say, I've been lying, I get it. Most people, men and women, are choosing to lie about a lot of things. Small lies, big lies, lies you get caught for, lies I might not ever know about. You talk about people, you lying about your health. You're not saying what your sexual health is. You're not saying that you're good. Or when someone says, how you doing today? You say you're good when really you need some help. So I look at lying in a totally different way.
Yeah.
When I say radical awareness, I'm not playing with that. I really do mean it. If you are lying about something, you can tell me. And I'm not going to be like, oh my God, you lied. We're all fucking lying.
I think also that's going to create a lot of doubt in your partner moving forward.
Depending on who your partner
what they trusted to believe with their eyes and what they've been told and what they felt, now they're going to be overanalyzing every single thing. Like, well, does she really mean it? Does she not mean it? She lied about this. Like, they're going to be hyper vigilant on everything moving forward. And it's like you're putting them in a state of stress almost.
I think it just depends on the type of person you're with.
That's true.
Really do think there are some people where they seek awareness in a way where it's like, let's have a conversation.
I have a feeling some men would actually break up because of this.
And women. Yeah. It's just a human
If you lie
thing.
for a whole year about sex and enjoyment, I think that some men would
like,
be,
who the fuck have I been fucking?
And then there are some people where they're like,
some people can appreciate
how can we
just
work on it? I don't want you to be lying.
Yeah.
I also don't want to lose you. What do
I
we
guess
need to
that's
do?
all the more reason for y'all to stop fucking strangers. I guess y'all need to know the person that you with so that you can have that. I guess if these type of conversations you're gonna have, but all in all, I just hope that we all get to a point to know what we actually want or are comfortable trying to figure out what we want so that we can communicate that to the people or person that we're having sex with, so that we don't have to keep feeling shame around what we want or going through these mental gymnastics to figure out what's the best way to let this person know that I'm happy or that I'm not happy. Yeah. If I'm happy with this really kinky, nasty thing that we did, does he think less of me? Does she think less of me? If I want to try this new thing, is there something wrong with me? There's so many things that go through our heads. And I think the sooner that we can get out of our heads and just enjoy what's happening in the bed, we'll be all happy.
And I think it all comes back to something we said in the beginning is get to know yourself. And then value yourself enough to advocate for yourself.
There you go. Because nobody's the same.
For a year.
That's I ain't doing that shit.
That's the truth. I'm done with it, baby.
Now, that's it for advice. So again, if you have a question that you want to ask us on the show, please either call us and leave a voicemail or email us advice@cocktailspod.com. And now it's time for the cocktails. Not long ago, I was a If you have a cocktail, you can call that same number and leave a voicemail. Let us know in the beginning if it's advice or a cocktail, because it is the same phone number. Or you can email us cocktails@cocktailspod.com. And again, cocktails is COCKTALES. All right. So do you have a cocktail for us? You got to have something good and juicy.
Okay, so so we talked about the fact that it's been 2 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's hurtful.
I'm at a year. I'm proud of you. I'm not going 2 years.
Oh, okay. I didn't plan on it either, but here I am. So so the last time that I had a sexual experience, it was an awakening of sorts that made me realize I think I've been having sex all wrong. I think I've been
your whole life.
Besides, the connections and enjoyment a little bit, but like learning my body, I didn't know. And so in that moment with this person, and I'll set the stage. At the time I told this story. At the time I had a hot tub, right? Had no intentions of having sex at all. It was a person I was dating consistently. Had no intentions. So this is how I discovered the anticipation thing.
Okay.
Of the buildup and discovering that I am someone who needs more time to become aroused. I didn't know that because the men I dated, we went straight to sex. And so I just felt like I was just a little passerby in this participation. I'm not here. I'm just, I'm here, but I'm not here.
I'm just a vessel for you to.
Right. And so in this moment of in the hot tub, you're casually just touching a little bit, nothing even sexual yet. It's just literally laying on each other. Music is playing and the conversation is flowing. And then it's like, oh, I kind of want him to move his hand a little bit there because that feels nice. The anticipation is coming. And then when I tell you, after it's all said and done, I've never been so physiologically turned on in my life that I went to Googling, like, what the fuck was that?
What is this feeling?
Is this what it's supposed to feel like? And I literally, the thought in my mind was like, I need to put something in there. I need to put something in there. I need to put something in there. In my vagina. Her. That is how physiologically turned on I was.
And you didn't have sex with him?
No, we did.
Oh, okay.
We did. But I'm saying the buildup and it put so much awareness on me. Like, oh my God, I've never given my body enough time to warm up. So all of that juiciness and the plumpness and the around, like every touch felt so sensitive. I was like, oh my God, I have to put something in there. That was literally the phrase in my mind. I didn't care if it was a pickle, a cucumber. I said, I need to put something in there.
And maybe that's where some of those weird sex stories come from.
Maybe they
like,
put bombs up there and everything.
I'm serious.
Deodorant caps.
And so, mind you, we did end up being sexual, and he killed it after that because it was like he said something that put me instantly on guard because he was like, I want to feel you.
You don't like that?
Taking off a condom in the middle of sex? Absolutely not.
Oh.
So I went from being
that'll shut it down real quick.
I went from
Maybe I don't
like
even know you like that.
open to now I'm like this. Now I don't trust the experience.
Clink,
now
clink.
I'm like, okay, we gotta stop because I need to know like this is safe still, and it didn't feel safe anymore. So it went from a super super high to a super super low, and that made me Google. I was like, what the fuck was that? I've been having sex all wrong. I've never felt whatever that was. I've never felt that. And so that was kind of like the start of, not to say I was intentionally not having sex. I just wasn't dating people I liked. But it was like, it turned from that to like, and then I started my program and became certified. And when I was in my program, everything I learned connected. I was able to connect that experience to something I learned in my program. Like, oh my God, like I've literally been having sex all wrong. And so then it became like, I've learned too much about sex to now just play with it. I'm not playing with you.
Yeah.
We go together. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Real bad.
You ain't going nowhere.
You hit the back of my vulva, the back part of it.
I said that connection, that energy, whatever that was, I will go crazy if I experience that with someone that's like a casual walker by. I got to see you in the streets now. And now when I see you, I'm like, this nigga. But
yeah, we're past that.
Yeah. So now, am I intentionally waiting for the proper context? Absolutely. But that right there was a very, very eye-opening experience for me. And I love it because it made me now be able to advocate for myself. I know what I need now.
I'm proud of you. And I think that when you are able to advocate what you need for yourself in any arena, but since we're talking about sex, especially for your sexual needs, it shows how much you value yourself. And I've told a friend that recently, and I'm learning this too. When you decide to shrink, when you decide to not speak up about whatever it is, it is a representation of how much you do not value whatever it is that you're saying you want and need. And when you put it in that type of way, it makes you start moving differently and thinking differently. And you will at least try to advocate for yourself. That food came out and you don't like it. It doesn't matter if you guys are going to think I'm the angry Black girl who always sends everything back. Take it back. I don't like it. It's okay to change your mind. It's okay to say what you want. Absolutely. It is okay. I want y'all to say that out loud. It is okay to say and voice what you need and what you want and what you don't want. And no matter what anybody thinks about it.
Agreed.
Yep.
It's empowering.
It is. Literally, it's a representation of how you see yourself.
And what you deserve.
Yeah. Do I think I deserve to bust a nut? Or do I not? And if you are not saying it, you don't think you deserve it. You are just like, it's about him. And it's up to you to unlearn some of the things and become aware of some of the things. And it's a journey. And I pray that y'all go on it.
Well, if you guys want to share more of your cocktails, we do love hearing them, reading them. Email us cocktails@cocktailspod.com. Now, before we get out of here, we do have some announcements, but first, let everyone know where they can find you and anything you want to plug.
So you can find me on Instagram, Bryanna Gená, BRYANNAGENA. Same for the website, BryannaGená.com. I have so much good stuff on that website. I have assessments and quizzes and things to kind of like get your brains going.
Are they free or is there
They're free?
Okay. Quizzes around sexuality?
Yeah. So like partnered quizzes where it's like, okay, maybe we are having we can't have difficult conversations. This helps to open the door for the conversation.
You give some prompts.
Yes. So like you have questions that say like, what do you want to try new? What is the status of our relationship? Like, how are we doing? What is the relational health? And so you could take the quiz and then send it to your partner. They could take the quiz and then you come together and talk about it. So I help you have those tough conversations between your partners. There's a sexual ethics quiz. Like, is this a safe sexual experience for me? So ask you questions on, is this a good idea? Right. So it's a lot of things going on. You got the book there, Foreplay Starts at Breakfast, which is dedicated for men to help them understand women's sexual desire. It's a lot of good stuff going. And then the course that's coming is called It's Giving Orgasm, which is going to be this in depth about orgasms and learning and how to become the commander of your coochies, how to advocate for yourself.
You are doing the Lord's work, and thank you.
I'm trying. I brought you guys gifts too. I don't know if you guys want to wait for like after the camera or on the camera.
I want to get down. I love the gift.
Is it a little coochie commander?
Is it a diagram for us to show these men?
You know,
thank you.
I really want to get a button for my coochie. You know how the dogs have the buttons where they're like, feed me, take me outside.
What you want yours to say?
I want it to be like, lick it a little higher.
Lick this thing.
Spread it open.
That is a novelty that you could add to your relationship. I'm not kidding. Get
You
the buttons and record, and then while you're sitting there having, boom, boom. That is fun. It's playful.
That's fun.
This
it's
is pretty,
playful,
but
it's
what do I
cute.
do with it? I sit at my desk.
You can sit on your desk. It's the anatomical size of a clitoris that you guys can.
This
just
is
put-
that thing you can't find. I need to get a nameplate. This is that thing you can't find.
And that's the
What is
actual
that? A
real
wishbone?
size. It's a conversation starter too. Somebody's gonna be like, "Oh my god, what is that?" And
is.
you're like, "It's an anatomical clitoris."
Home
It looks like
office.
Wally.
It feels nice.
Doesn't
Did
it?
you make this?
It's a 3D print.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna put it on my desk.
Please.
And I'm gonna start just bringing it.
Do y'all
with me
know
and
what
be like,
this is?
Do you know what this is?
It's a
On a
conversation
date.
piece.
You can pack it up with this.
Because
I can sit mine on top of a deck.
and really ask them and like, do you know this is something you want to be in? And you
Do
talk
you
about
know
you
the
beat it.
muffin
We're
man?
trying to raise clitoral awareness.
You don't even know what it looked like. This is the whole clitoris.
Uh-huh.
You still calling it a click.
Yeah. Not a click.
I know with a K.
You know they be doing that.
But this is how you
Mhm.
start decreasing
Thank
that
you.
orgasm gap and having the conversations and people learning about the clitoris.
I'm gonna teach you about my clitoris.
Okay.
I be trying and pull them lips back. Open the curtains, baby. Let's
Open
see
the
the show.
curtains.
And dive in it. What is you doing?
Dive in. Anyways, Medinah, any announcements this week?
You guys, May 17th, I am hosting a day party and the daddy's gonna be there. Single, and they is taking care of their kids. Oh, okay. Celebrating Girl Dads is having a day party fundraiser presented by the Power of the Girls. I am the host. Sunday, May 17th at the retreat. It's from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. The attire is dressy, casual. It's very much auntie time frame. It's like the girls who are like, I want to be outside, but not really. Come on, come. I'm going to be here with y'all. I'm going to host you. Early bird tickets are available. You guys, please get your tickets. We'll put the link in the description. We're honoring a bunch of amazing men. I can't wait to meet them. I wonder if a few of them are single, but they probably not. But come. There are a lot of men that are going to be there, a lot of ladies that are going to be there. And it's going to be a really great time. So I hope to see you at Celebrating Girl Dads, a day party fundraiser presented by the Power of Girls. Also, I have one ticket available left for my Thailand retreat, Lover Girl Layover. If you would like it, please get it now.
Okay, you guys, I want to remind y'all that I have 5 spots available for my Bali trip. If you are interested, make sure you go to travel.kikisaidso.com/Bali or just click the link in the description. You can reserve your spot with a $100 deposit. We are going September 25th through September 30th. There's a ton of things that are included in your price. Most things except for the flight. But if you click the link or go to the site, you can see everything that's going to be there. Now, this is what I forgot to mention last time. I am looking for somebody to come along on the trip. If you are interested in capturing content, maybe you are beginning your travel photographer, travel videographer journey, I would love for you to join us. If you're interested, I have a special deal for you. So DM me or email me info@kikisaidso.com and send me a portfolio of your work. I'll list out what I need you to send me, but send it to me because I might have something special for you. But we do have 5 spots available still for you guys to join the trip. And also for the book club, the weekend of May 15th through the 17th, we are going to be doing several activities. We've got a couple classes and some dinners and some hanging out that we're going to do. Whether you're in the book club or not, you can join. If you want to come and you're not in the book club, make sure you click the link in the description box that includes my book club information, and you can sign up for free and see what all we'll be doing. If you guys want to come, I hope to meet you all. I'm excited to see the ladies in the book club. And I told y'all I didn't know the name of the book, which I didn't. But the book for May is called Midnight Rooms, and it is by Danya Coles. There is an audiobook version. It is on the public library apps. Libby, and there's another one, but I forget. If you have a library card, you can check these books out for free on your Kindle. You can listen to the audiobook. And of course, you can always go into a library and look for the book. But this one is fantasy. We're trying a different genre this month. I'm really excited about it. Last month, we read a book called We Are All Guilty Here. I said we are all lying, but that is not what it is. It's We're All Guilty Here.
All lying.
Yeah. We're All Guilty Here by Karen Slaughter. If you've never read a book by Karen Slaughter, she is right up under Frida McFadden for me when it comes to a writer who is really good with the plot twists and the thrillers. Y'all, please enjoy the books. Check them out. Join the book club and see them. What else is going on this month? Nothing for May, but there may be some more things coming up soon. Check the links in the description box. And thank you guys so much for supporting the show. Remember to follow us on Instagram. We're at CockTales Podcast. I'm at Kiki Said So.
I'm at Coffee Bean Dean.
And until next week, you guys, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye.
So
Bye.
Oh my
Bye. Bye. Population. Goodbye. Bye. Bye. Wait on the drive. Bye. Bye. Bye.